Welcome to our April meal video. So what I have done is recorded the meals that we've had each night. Of course, I've missed one or two because they overlap with other videos, and that is life. And the first couple of nights, you would have seen these meals in my Audi challenge videos because this was still running over then for a couple of weeks. We had steak and veg the first night. Then we've had pizza with homemade garlic bread. We've had a roast chicken with the chicken roll that was in the Audi challenge. My daughter still had leftover quiche, so she had that with all of the veggies. I've really enjoyed doing the Audi challenge. Actually, it's made life a little bit easier to think that we've pre-bought everything, but I do need to get into the freezer and clean it out as well. Here's another Audi dinner: fish and chips with some onion rings, and the children have had triangles on the side. And another Audi meal: loaded potatoes. I'm definitely going to put this on the menu for rotation. Hubby and I enjoyed that, while my daughter had panko chicken with chips, and of course my sons had chicken nuggets and chips. This dinner was funny. It was a little bit of a find it in the freezer. So we've got some fish that was there, some triangles left over, and I found some wedges as well. A complete mix. Tonight's dinner, we finished all the Audi challenges, and I am literally finding bits and pieces, cleaning out the fridge. So this dinner was inspired by this bacon that I have found at Coles on markdown, and I've got the bag of pasta that's there from the cupboard, and I had a little bit of shredded chicken left over. I've got a little bit of cream that's left over there, and I had some pineapple left over. So it's all happening tonight, and I had to Google how to make a fettuccine carbonara because I had no idea, and I still have no idea. Look, I think it was okay, but I'm not sure that I want to go to the effort of making it again. Everyone on TikTok just makes it look so easy, so I'm not sure that I found it easy. But anyway, here it is. It looked good. It tasted okay, but yeah, as I said, it was a lot of effort. And my son's had a big bowl of the pasta with shredded cheese because that's what he loves, and also some chicken nuggets. You can never be far with chicken nuggets. And my daughter had a chicken pizza. So we're getting to the point that we're just chopping and changing. Everyone's just having a bit of this and a bit of that. The next couple of meals are Markdown Central. So this came from the massive mega haul that I did that made the news. So yeah, I am literally pulling bits and pieces from here, there, and everywhere. So we started off with we're making our own chips because they take the longest time. I cooked some broccoli on the side, and I've got some chicken here that I chopped up. And we've got some for the panko chicken that's here. Some, the smaller pieces, will be for burgers. And then we had some other chopped up that I'll either blanch to shred to make for pizzas, risotto, whatever, or I'll add it to another bag where I've got diced up chicken. My son's had chicken nuggets and wedges. And then hubby's had one of these spicy burgers, and I had these buns from the freezer, so I save any left we have because he's going to have it toasted anyway. I've got a sandwich with some salad that's here, and yes, we're going to have a mixture of stuff. So here's my daughter's panko chicken with the broccoli chips. She's going to have some salad on the side. Hubby's burger is there. And then I had the sandwich. I took out the lettuce because I'm not a fan of that texture, and I took out the tomato because I don't like tomato at all. We put the homemade chips on the side, and I added the salad as well. The next night we are making a quiche, and I've literally got bits and pieces to use up as well from the freezer. So got the tuna and the zucchini, it's there, but I've got a little bit of leftover sour cream and the last bit of the frozen corn as well, and last bits of chicken nuggets as well. So we're getting to the point of cleaning that freezer out. I've got some pork cutlets for myself because I really like them, and of course I got them on markdown. So the last couple are going to go into the freezer, and I think the price point is amazing. Green beans. Here's the quiche that I made for my daughter, so she's had that. My son, of course, chicken nuggets with his chips. And then hubby and I, well, hubby's had panko chicken with mash, and I've had pork chop with mash. The next night I am making a chicken casserole or a chicken noodle stew, whatever you want to call it. So because I've also got that chicken that I need to use up and I've got no more room in the freezer, so I figured let's cook it. Did grab a bag of pre-chopped veggies, and we've got the chicken broth that we made a couple of weeks ago now. So I just sear off the chicken in the pan with a little bit of oregano, mixed herbs, whatever. I throw in the stock. It takes a little bit to break down, but it covers the chicken. I add a little bit of more water in there sometimes as well. I throw all the veggies in there and I let it cook for about half an hour to an hour. I will go through and pull the chicken apart just to double check any bones, because these thigh meat just have one bone through the center. So I make sure that I just dig through and pull out any gristle or any of the joint areas that are there. Make some mashed potato and then serve it all together. I've also thrown in there a packet of the chicken noodle soup, because we're trying to use up some of the packet mix stuff that we have there. So there's just mine showing with the other bowls that are ready for the stew, and my son's had some little chicken bowls that I found in the freezer with some mash as well. The next night we are doing a bit of a mix of dinner. So we've got a chicken barbecue pizza here for 97 cents. How good's that? I'm going to make up a ham, pineapple and cheese pizza, and then also a chicken pizza. So then we have a mix of stuff for everyone to eat. The next night we are having pies with mash. It was a bit cooler tonight, so I thought let's have something a little bit warmer again. It's funny, I've actually just purchased these pies, and again, they were on clearance, so I picked them up. There's no room in the freezer at all, so I just cooked them. I bought them because they were cheap, but yeah, then we ended up just turning around and having them straight away, so oh well. The next night, my daughter had a pasty with chips. And I forgot to cook her broccoli. I feel terrible about that. And then I've attempted to make a Chinese honey chicken. So we got these tempura chicken pops. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of them. Everyone told me how amazing they are, and I just, nope. And then I added in this lemon sauce that I had, and then I made my own fried rice as well. Now it looked good and it tasted okay, but the texture of the chicken pops, yeah, not a fan. So won't be having that again in that manner. Another night of markdown madness. So we've got the other spicy chicken patty that's here from hubby. I've got a frozen piece of salmon that I dug out of the freezer for my daughter. I've got a chicken burger patty for my son, and this is the mini quiche. Someone asked me what mini quiches I get, and it's this one. It's Herb Adams, and yeah, it was on clearance, so I picked it up. Here's a closer look at it. I think it's onion and cheddar, I don't know. So we've got burgers tonight. I've got a quiche with green beans and homemade chips. My son will have a burger. The patty was the bun was just toasting at the time of filming this. My daughter's salmon and hubby's patty, and then they can put their burgers together there. Oh, and don't forget the cheese, because that's super important. I think there was beetroot there as well. Oh yes, I've got to add tomato sauce to mine because I'm as bad as my son, and tomato sauce does go on everything as far as I'm concerned. The next night we are doing a stir fry. So we've got some beef trim that was marched down and some noodles. We make our own beef and black bean sauce. I think I have done it on another video, and I'll have to do a detailed video because it's like put this and add this and add this. There's bits and pieces everywhere. Basically, you start by soaking the beans in some water for a minimum of an hour, and then you drain it off. You crush them all up, and then you add in some rice wine vinegar, some sugar, soy sauce, lots of stuff. Mix it all together, and you've got a beef and black bean stir fry. And I made a lasagna the next night, and so 3 of us have had that, and there was enough to do another meal as well. The next night I decided to be super lazy and get one of the roast chickens that we got for free. So I just pulled that all apart and made some homemade chips. We've got some veg there as well, and salad, and of course gravy. The next night I've started raiding the freezer because I'm trying to do a bit of a clean it out. We've got the chicken portions that were here, and we have some frozen pumpkin, and then in this bag was some chopped up sweet potato and some carrots. So again, I've just seared off the chicken in the pan. This one took a little bit longer to cook. I think I'd cooked this in there for about an hour, and I still had some more chicken broth in the freezer from another time, so I threw all that in there. Just showing you here, I pulled all the chicken apart. It took me forever just to make sure there's no bones and stuff in there. I go through it pretty carefully. I also threw everything in there together, and again did a chicken noodle soup packet. I was really happy with the way that this one turned out. The next night I've picked up some more salads. We go through these really quickly, and when they're on clearance like this, it's well worth it. I can't be bothered at this point in time trying to make my own pasta salad, so I'm happy just to purchase it. And we had the leftover lasagna from before with, again, homemade chips and the pasta salad. I'm glad that I'm making my own chips because we go through a lot of chips, and it is saving us quite a lot of money making our own chips. It does take a little bit longer, but oh well. The next night my sons had the chicken balls again. My daughter's had some more salmon piece that I found in the freezer, and hubby and I are having an open loaded potato. So I made mashed potatoes that everyone can have mash, and then we just put all of our stuff on top like it's an actual baked potato. I have some pasta here that I got on clearance, and of course I got a chicken on clearance, so I pulled that all apart. I added in some passata sauce and mixed that all together for my daughter, because hubby and I have had this butterflied beef Texan barbecue. This ain't Texas. No. Oh, stop watching TikToks. You get songs stuck in your head. So my son's had chicken nuggets and chips, and hubby and I have had the steak with the mash and the veg. It was pretty good steak, actually. It took ages to cook, though. That's probably the only thing. But I got it on clearance, part of a food challenge thing that I'd done. So stay tuned to the channel because you'll see that upcoming. That was a lot of fun. Next night we have done sausage rolls because I got some sausage meat on clearance, and of course I've made a chicken pizza for my daughter. It was so funny when I was cutting this up and I was trying to show how it looks and I couldn't work out where the camera was. So yeah, here's a close-up finally. It took a while. So yeah, this is how we often keep mixing up meals. Some people want one thing and some want another. The next night we again are having a mixture. I really felt like fish, so I'm having some frozen fish, and my hubby is having some chicken parmesanas, and my son will as well. And then my daughter had some leftover lasagna with some broccoli and some homemade chips as well. So thank you so much for joining us with the April meals that we've had. As you see, we try and have a bit of variety, but we like to repeat meals as well. We know what we like, and winter is coming, so stay tuned for some more winter warmers. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.